All right, welcome back to Game on the Table. This is Deep Space D-6. Let's get started by pulling out our initial threats. We got an interceptor and a strike bomber. Two rough initial threats. Okay, let's roll our first crew. Yeah, re-roll this one. All right. That's not bad. We've got 3 damage from tactical officers. I can send one of these engineers to the infirmary, reassign him tactical. Now I've got 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's do 2 to the strike bomber. 2. And 3 is a 3 left to the interceptor. 1, 2, 3. Great. Cleared our initial threats. First turn. And let's bring this unit back from the infirmary. Not going to use the science officer. Let's escalate. Hey, assault cruiser. And let's roll for threat. A 1, nobody activates. Let's bring our crew out. Be nice to be able to deal with this assault cruiser early. You have a good chunk of damage. I think we're going to do it. All right. Use the commander. Reassign tactical. I've got 5 damage now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great early rolls. Don't even need these guys. Let's escalate. Shield platform. Shield platform by itself, nothing to worry about. Nothing activates. Glad I did the assault cruiser. Would have rolled a 4. Okay, roll the crew. So right now, early game, just keep the board clear. Try to roll as few scanners as possible. I mean, I guess you can't really do much about that. If I just use this one commander and reassign, I'll have more than enough damage. I'll have exactly enough damage for the shield platform. 1, 2, 3. And don't need these guys. Let's escalate. Warbird is a little scary, but by itself, it's a lot easier to handle. And on 2, doesn't activate. And let's roll crew. Hey, finally, something bad to deal with. I don't know why I'm excited. Scanner, locking up that die. Only need the 1 damage. Clear the warbird, so I will. And don't need these guys, but I can use this medical officer to unlock that scanner. Escalate. So this is a rescue mission, which means it's not actually a threat. Gotta pull something else out. Corsair. Right. Oh, gotta roll threat, obviously. When our 6 activates, take 2 damage. 1, 2. First damage of the game. Not bad. Let's roll crew. Let's deal with it. Okay, 1 more lot scanner. We can definitely take care of this Corsair. So let's do 1, 2. Off the board. Let's actually clear the rescue mission while we have some breathing room. I can use that later. Leave that down there. And then let's reassign. Sorry, let me use the commander. Reassign this engineer. Get my shields back online. We'll escalate, and let's bring this assault cruiser back out. Or this second assault cruiser out. And let's roll. On a 6 doesn't activate, which is lucky. And now I've only got 5 crew. Let's see what we can do. Hey, that's not bad. I can use that. I think. Actually, it's not really great. Okay. I can reassign 2 of the 4 commanders to officers. That'll give me 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Can't really use this engineer or reassign him. Assault cruiser staying out. Escalate. Boarding ship. Oof. Okay. Roll for threat. On a 4, we take 2 from the boarding ship and 2 from the assault cruiser. 1, 2. Right. So now we got some work to do. You can see how things can change real fast. All right, lock another unit up. Bad roll. Okay, what are we gonna do? I think I need to clear the assault cruiser. Do 1 point of damage here. I don't think we're gonna get to that boarding ship just yet. So let's reassign you to shields. Get your shields back up. And I'll use the medical officer to unlock one scanner. Give me back some dice next. Escalate with an interceptor. Let's roll. All right. 5. Just the interceptor activates, so 1 down. And let's see what we got this turn in terms of crew. Okay. That's a weird roll. Let's definitely reassign you to tactical. Let's clear the boarding ship, but that also means I gotta send you to the infirmary. And let's see here. I don't want to just do some work, get my dice pool back. So 2 medical officers to the infirmary, 1 to unlock a scanner, 1 to return you from the infirmary. So I'll have a full dice pool next turn, but still got the interceptor out. A fighter. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's roll for threat. On a 6, hey, nobody activates. Okay, got my full crew back. Only down 1 shield point. Lock up. Fortunately, let's do some damage. Let's clear at least fighter. And let's charge. And let's stasis beam. And let's unlock this crewman. Okay. No AVG. I don't want to restart right now. I'm recording a video. Okay, let's pull the new threat. Don't panic. Great. Love to see a don't panic. Let's. Well, I can roll for threat, but nothing can activate the interceptor spin stasis beam. Let's use my 6 crew. And darn, bad roll. Okay, scanners. Need to do some damage. Let's send you to the infirmary. Reassign you tactical. Ping the interceptor. We'll stasis beam you. And return you from the infirmary. That's probably a good use of our crew. Escalate. Strike bomber. Roll for threat. On a 6, nobody activates, which is real lucky. Only got 4 crew here. Hopefully we can get that resolved quick. Okay, see some wires and things on screen. Move those. Okay. 3 scanners means immediate new threat. The pandemic. And we'll return those dice. Okay. So I think if I'm sticking to my strategy of clearing whole threats as often as you can, prioritizing whole threats, I will reassign medical so I can clear the pandemic. And I will stasis beam the strike bomber because I really don't want to lose another crewman. Let's escalate. Got a destroyer. Okay. And let's roll for threat. On a 4, the interceptor activates. 1 point of damage. And that's it, because we stasis beam the strike bomber. Let's get my 6 crew. Let's see what we can do. 1 scanner. And an interesting pool of dice. Interesting pool of dice. I think I need to do some damage. So I'll reassign both these engineers to tactical. Let's clear the strike bomber. 1, 2, because it sends units to the infirmary. It affects your dice pool. That's no good. And then I've got 1 point of damage left over. I'll ping the destroyer. It's a much bigger threat. And then I will stasis beam it even. Okay, Solar Wind stays out. Doesn't technically have health. It just waits for a 2. Let's roll for threat. On a 6, nobody active. Okay. Got 5 crew. Let's see what we can get done here. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to use you. I don't think I actually need these engineers. I'll send one to the infirmary to reassign tactical. I've got 3 damage on the board. So let's clear. 1 damage for the destroyer. 2, 3. Well, total 3 damage. Cleared both threats. That's great. Can't really do anything to the solar winds. Just gonna have to wait it out. Let's use this medical officer. Return you from the infirmary. And hey, while we can, recharge the shields. Let's escalate. Got some raiders. On a 5, they don't activate, so that's great. Let's see here. What do I need to do next? Okay, right, ready to roll crew. Sorry, lost track a little. New scanner locking in. Use this. I still don't need engineers. I have no need to repair my hull, so reassign tactical. It's 3 damage. I only need 2 to clear the raiders, and can't really do anything. I guess I should look this up. I'm not even sure if I can stasis beam solar winds, but honestly, I don't want to. If it's gonna proc right now, this is the best time. Cosmic existential. Ooh. Okay. 5. Nobody escalate or nobody activates. Let's go. Yikes. Okay. 3 scanners means immediate new threat. Are some raiders. Let's return those. We'll lock 1 more. And what do I want to do? I think actually the most important thing for me to do is reassign science officer. Let's clear cosmic existentialism. So that way I can recharge shields next turn without any complications. Let's escalate. Orbital cannon. To roll. On a 1, Raiders proc with or activate with 1 damage that ignores shields. Nobody else activates. Okay, I've got 5 crew this time. Let's see what we can do. More scanners. If you're wondering why I'm not using this, because I haven't forgotten about it, I'm saving it for a critical time. There will be critical times where you need your rolls to not be bad. Right now, things are just building. Right, don't panic. Fix that. These are returned. Let's actually reassign one of you to tactical. And I'll do 1 damage to the raider, because I can't actually damage the orbital cannon. And then I'll stasis beam the raider. Let's escalate. Corsair. Roll for threat. On a 2, solar winds activates. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 points of damage. And nobody else. That was lucky. Okay, solar winds with lots of other threats out can be real dangerous. Glad we got that care. Move that. That should be on 6. That should be on 0. Sorry, the OCD sometimes kicks in and makes me want to reset the board. Or not really OCD, just want it to look just so. I'm sure other board gamers have the same hangups. Great, so I escalated a roll for threat. My turn again. Let's roll my crew. Let's get my shields back online. Right, 1 scanner. Definitely going to use this to bring my shields back up. Probably could use that engineer this turn if I wanted, or I could. More important to send somebody to the infirmary. Let's do extra damage. I've got 2 tactical officers now. I'll use the medical officer to return you from the infirmary. Got 3 damage to spread around. 1 to the raiders. 1, 2 to the Corsair. And unfortunately, can't touch the orbital cannon yet. Escalate. Invaders. Shoot, really hate that. Okay, let's roll for threat. That's lucky. On a 6, nothing activates. Let's roll my crew. Okay. This might be the right time to just go full on tactical, and if I'm lucky, friendly fire won't be coming out next. So let's go 3 tactical officers. 1, do 1 point of damage to the orbital cannon. Oh wait, no, I gotta do this in the right order. This is the, it's got to be the only threat out. So let's clear the invaders, and then 1 point of damage to the orbital cannon. And if I'm lucky, the next threat that's coming out now we have to escalate is not friendly fire. Yes. Okay. Let's roll. 4, nothing activates. Not sure why I'm saying yes. Bounty ship is absolutely horrible. Destroys all your shields on any activation and takes 4 hits, which means you need at least 3 tactical dice to clear it in a single turn. Let's roll. Well, that's kind of lucky. Okay. Let's just do it. 5 damage for the bounty ship. Can't really recharge my shields, but I can reassign engineer, bring that back up to 7. Full threat. It's a fighter. Okay, we're still kind of worried about friendly fire. Let's roll. Lock this one up. Only need 1 point of damage to clear the fighter, so I'm not even going to mess with that. I'm going to use this commander to reassign medical. And let's bring both of these scanners. I know I could heal that hull point, but I'd much rather get my crew back. You know, I take that back. I'm not going to. I'm gonna heal the hull point. When there's nothing out on the board, that's the only time you have time for your hull. You're supposed to get your crew back. Let's escalate. Boost morale. That's kind of like a good solar wind. It just sits there waiting for something to happen, so not gonna worry about that. Let's roll. On a 2, nothing happened. And we've got, oh, what am I doing? Apologies. Let me just shuffle that up. That was a misdraw. I needed to roll my turn before pulling that out. I'm going to shuffle real quick so I don't know what's coming out next. Okay. Let's roll my crew. Gotta lock you up. Scanner. Can't really do much. Yeah, okay, send 1 to the infirmary, reassign. Unlock 1 scanner. Send you to the infirmary, reassign medical. Bring my crew back from the infirmary. Alright. Skewed. And no, don't panic. Okay. Let's roll. On a 4, nothing good. Let's roll my crew. Okay, second scanner. Let's just reassign one of you to medical to clear the rescue telepath. And I want to discard it. I want to just see what's coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, so mercenary. Gotta watch out for this nebula. It's gonna take my shields off. Nothing too scary. I'm just using that now because honestly, that's one I forget to use, and then I wait too long and then I can't use it. Let's reassign you medical. Unlock one of these scanners. Escalate. Flagship. And let's roll for threat. Okay, on a 6, you activate into 3 points of damage. 1, 2, 3. And boost morale activates and unlocks scan. Okay. Well, I got some work to do. Gotta bring some shields back online. which I can do, and I think I can get some damage done. Let's reassign tactical and tactical. And let's recharge shield. Got 5 points of damage. Let's clear the flagship off the board. And just for the sake of not knocking this over and over again, we'll clear discard pile, leave it up there. Where was I? Gotta escalate. Robot uprising. And roll threat. So there's a chance to send somebody to infirmary. We dodge it. Let's roll crew and see if we can clear this robot uprising. No, instead we're gonna ping new threats. No, I can clear it. Alright, an engineer to clear that. Let's take care of it. And I'll use a commander, reassign medical if I can find it. Bring you back. Can't really use the science officer, so we'll move on. Okay, the nebula comes out, steals my shields. Let's roll for threat. A 5, things it down 1 health. Got 5 crew. So we can do no scanners. Come on. 1 scanner. And no way to really do some damage. Let's send you to the infirmary. Reassign tactical. Excuse me. Let's reassign you tactical. I guess do 1 damage to the nebula. Which has health, so I can damage it. We'll bring my shields back online at 0. I'll recharge. And I guess I can't really do anything. Bring out the mercenary. Unfortunately, it's going to activate because nothing else can activate. So it will do 2 damage. And see if we can deal with that. Almost picked that one up. Can't. He's in the infirmary. He stays there until I can return him. Only got 3 dice. Oh, well, that's not. Okay. 1 point of damage to the mercenary. Let's bring you back from the infirmary and let's unlock 1 scanner die. Not bad. Not a bad turn. Didn't make a lot of forward motion, but paying off some debts. Okay, space pirates. Now, roll for threat. On a 4, none of the numbered threats activate, so mercenaries do 1, 2 points. And that's it. Got 5 crew. Let's see what we can get done this turn. Scan again. Absolutely going to recharge my shield. And then I've got 3 officers. Fortunately, it's like an awkward number. I'm going to reassign one of them tactical. Get yet another point of damage done to the mercenary. This commander, unfortunately. Let's escalate. Cloaked threats. And let's roll for threat. On a 1, nobody activates, so that means mercenaries do. 2. And my turn. Okay, that's finally clear. This mercenary 1. Let's actually unlock these 2, and I'm not gonna recharge my shields. I'm gonna clear cloak threats because I absolutely don't want it out when things get negative. Let's just get rid. Escalate. Hey, don't panic. Great time to see it. And on a 5, nobody activates. We're catching up. We're keeping the threats low. Don't love the scanner, but I do love that. That's 3 points of damage, enough to do 2 to the space pirates to clear them. I can recharge my shield. And I don't need this commander because I'm going to use this medical officer to unlock this. Escalate. It's a scout. Scout by itself doesn't do anything, which is fantastic. Let's roll my crew. Fill my crew. I've got one scanner. I can definitely do enough damage to clear the scout off the board. 1, 2, 3. Let's don't need these two. Gonna unlock this scanner. Oh, distracted. Okay. Immediately lose a die. Let's. Oh, oops. Before I move on to my turn, I have to roll threat, which might return it. Can't. Okay. I'm going to keep that. So when a dice is cocked, if it's a bad result, I'll keep it. If it's a good result, I'll re-roll it. 2 scanners locked. That's a really bad result. I can't do anything with this. I guess I'll just... I can't do anything with this. And I don't want to lock up more dice. I could reassign, send somebody to the infirmary to unlock 1 scanner, but that's not really helping all that much. I'm still sitting there with 3 crew. Let's just let it roll. See what we got. 2 space pirate. Okay. Roll for threat. On a 3, I do get this card, this dice back, and distracted is cleared. But also, space pirates activate. 2 points of damage. Okay. We get 4 crew back now, though, so I have more to work with here. Okay, enemy immediate threat. Friendly fire. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Immediately send all tactical dice to the infirmary. I had to do that. Lost a die before I could assign it. And you know what? I'm going to reassign science officer. Charge my shields back up. Let's see what you got, game. Strike bomber. Okay, we need some low no activation. On a 1, nothing activates. How lucky. Okay. Great. Friendly fire has ended games before. In fact, check out episode 1. It wiped me. Okay. 2 scanners. And a whole heap of stuff I don't want to deal with. Let's reassign you to medical. Let's bring you back. And I'm going to stasis beam strike bomber. Let's escalate. Warp. Heals threats, but thankfully no threats have taken damage. A 4. Strike bomber would have activated, but it doesn't. This is stasis beam, so that's great. Get my 4 crew back. Let's make something happen. That's something happening, but it's not what I wanted. Comms are offline. Can't reassign people. Okay. Gotta think about this. I'm gonna send 1 unit to the infirmary. I'm going to reassign you to clear comms offline. A little scarier than anything else. Let's stasis beam the strike bomber again. Escalate. Meteoroid. A little time bomb on the board. And on a 6, take 2 points of damage from space pirates and okay. Got 5 crew. Let's get some stuff done here. Okay, I can assign these, so that's great. And I think I will. Let's assign these 2. Oh, sorry, excuse me. To science. And we'll clear. Well, is that really that important? Let's do tactical. I want to clear the strike bomber. 1, 2. 1 point of damage to the space pirates. And then let's actually recharge the shields. See what's coming out. Hijackers. Roll for threat. On a 4, hijackers activate. 1, 2 points of damage. Nobody else does. Alright, lucky. We got a 5 crew. No scanners, that's great. I'm actually gonna assign one of you to tactical. Let's just spit some damage out. I want to clear Space Pirates. Then I want to do 1, 2 points of damage to the hijack. I'm going to clear the time warp. Because as much as it's not really the biggest threat on the board right now, I don't want it. We're getting low, and it's not something that you want out when the boss is out. Alright, that's about as good as we can do right now. Get a Don't Panic. A nice time for Don't Panic. I'm going to clear the discard again, just to keep it clean. And let's roll for threat. A 6, nobody activates. It's really lucky. Okay, only got 2 turns left, 3 turns left before the boss comes out. So need to clear as much as I can, get into as good a shape as I can, not do that. Is this a good time to roll scanners? I think not. I'm not in that dire of a strait. I think what I want to do is actually turn you from the infirmary, do my 1 point of damage, and then I will actually face his team. Yeah. Alright, I'll have 4 crew back next turn. Only a fighter's coming out. 4, the fighter does activate, does 1 point of damage, but it's okay. Okay, come on, let's do some work. Oh. If I don't re-roll these scanners, the boss is coming out right now. Just do it. Re-roll my 2 scanners. Alright, well the boss is coming out. Regardless, panel explosion. Can't assign engineers. It's a shame. I have 2 of them. Gotta send one of you to the infirmary. Reassign you science officer. Let's recharge. Let's do 1 point of damage to hijackers. There you are. And can't do anything else out of threats, so here comes the boss. Missile array. Hydro cannon, missile array. A little easier to track what's going on. Get the core up here. Barrier. Back. Okay. This is not the worst. But let's roll for activation. On a 4. Meteoroid, no. 4, no. Cannons, hydro cannons. Missile array does 3 damage and ignores shields. 2, 3. Scary. Of course, no. Attack matrix is going to go off. Fighter's going to do 1 point of damage. Attack matrix means I got to roll this 1 more time. Yikes. Okay, I'm 4. 3 more damage. 1, 2, 3. Fighter does 1 point of damage, but I have shields. Okay. Got some work to do. 2 scanners, can't really do anything. Those just get locked, can't do anything. Those. Let's send somebody to the infirmary, reassign a vehicle, clear the panel explosion, otherwise I'll never be able to heal hull point. And then let's recharge the shields, and there's hope for no force. If we roll any 4s here, I'm done. 2. Hydro cannon. 1, 2. Hydro. Oh, sorry. That doesn't activate, but this one does. And fighter. Roll 1 more time for your attack matrix. 5. Oh, no. No. Recharge the barrier. It's already charged. Okay, we live 1 more turn. I've only got 2 dice left, though. Alright, well, you just play your crew. Recharge my shields up to full. 1 more hull point. Hope for no force. 2. Magic cannon. 2. No. Yes. And 3. Magic cannons go off. 1, 2. You don't activate. All right. we're hanging in by a thread. Need to do some damage here. Okay, those are locked. Nothing happens. Medical officer, bring you back. That's all I can do. But this is probably it. There's no. I think there's no safe roll. There's a 3. Like if I roll 2 3s, nope, 3's gonna do damage. I guess there's no safe rolls. Roll 2. Magic cannons, do 1 point of damage, 2 points of damage, and I'm done. Oh, okay. That's a rough one, but made it really far. Had a good run, kept the threats low. That's kind of what you want going in, but just you can't roll scanners when the boss is out. You have to do damage. So, cool. The threat dice was with me all the way to the boss. Rolling all those 4s was just terrible. Missile Ray does so much damage. Well, anyway, thanks for joining me. This has been Game on the Table playing Deep Space D6. If you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe and like button. It tells YouTube that you like what I'm doing, and well, tell it to show it to more people. That helps me out a ton. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you would have done different, or let me know if I made any mistakes. Until next time, have a good one.